Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone, and what's the green light for your returner? In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
Carr right away going to look to throw. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 43 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Jacobs. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
And
it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they go play action here with O'Connell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. O'Connell on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first tackle.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's O'Connell. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now it's O'Connell. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He stiff arms him, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
It took them until the final minute of the third quarter to get their first touchdown of the ball game, but now they're right back in this. They needed something on this drive to really change their fortunes, get them headed in the right direction, and they got it with the touchdown run.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little space.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Off the play fake. O'Connell. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll come up now on 2nd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Throwing his car. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. It gets this complete to Shaheed. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone. Right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game